In Gabriel Marquez's novel, A Chronicle of a Death Foretold, social expectation plays a large role. This presentation will focus on the influences of the social expectation as well as the expectation for men and women. Social class played a large role in the Colombian society, and it was based on the original colonial class system and the continuation of the desire to classify one another. They were based on race as well as social class. Other class distinctions include education, family background, occupation, as well as power in land. These classes had a huge influence on the social life because it had the ability to dictate the interactions among the community and the expectation of the different classes. The dominating religion that played a major role in the Colombian society was the Roman Catholic religion, and it was a huge factor in marriage. Marriage was seen as the best way of moving up the social ladder. That being said, many people were hesitant to marry someone of a lower status. The Catholic marriage was seen the most ideal choice because it had social benefits for the family and usually indicated a higher social status. Although people in the lower class saw the Catholic marriage as a social and economic burden. The church held a strong presence throughout the country and in the majority of the communities recognized their center to be the parish. Priest was seen as the leader and authority figure and associated with the upper class. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Now that we have finished discussing the social influences, let's move on to the expectations of men and women within the society. Within each social class, each role is different. First, let's pay attention to the women. In the lower class, the father or husband was not always in the picture, and in this case, the mother was the head of the family. Besides this scenario, the father was always head of the family, and the mother was seen as the right-hand man, or in this case, right-hand woman, for the father. Because of the lack of income, she usually helped with providing with the family, like her husband, which gained her a degree of equality to a male counterpart. Also, they lived with the wife's family. The husband had limited control on his wife. Women in the upper class and the middle class were not allowed to work outside of the house unless it was volunteering. Their social life was very limited. It was limited to their home, school, church, and dances, but only if they were well chaperoned. No matter what class, though, the women were expected to know and teach domestic activities to their daughters and bear and raise the children. The ideal wife had the ability to run the household smoothly and put her husband's needs and desires before her own. Assuming the father was in the picture for the lower class, the men's role was the same throughout the classes. He was expected to be the paternal figure and to be protector of the family. This included sheltering his wife and children from undesired outside forces, as well as protecting the honor and virtue of his wife and unmarried daughters. Of our glory days, I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.